The 2025 alt season has been exposed, and I'm going to explain in this video why I am not waiting around for an alt season to take place. At least not an alt season like we knew and loved from previous bull cycles. It's not happening. The degens took over and they basically imploded and blew this thing up before it could even get started. I'm going to break it down in this video and explain why I still think that this is actually great for XRP, because as the degens get liquidated and wiped out, eventually they'll end up capitulating and rotating out of Solana into XRP and other good utility plays that have a reason to actually go up in price, not based off of an alt season, everything going perfectly, but based off of these projects that have real utility, real fundamentals, and are gaining real adoption. So stay tuned. This is going to be a great update, breaking down what's taking place in these markets and allow you to remain confident in our investments in the utility assets. These things are primed up and ready to rock and roll. Now, everything's at ZachRector.com. I appreciate your support, and let's get right on into it, guys. Check it out. So this Libra token is what blew up, and it's the token that was tied to the president of Argentina, Milei. And this is a transaction, this guy who lost $5 million, getting compensated, getting 5 million USDC back. Now, this is Dave Portnoy. So Dave Portnoy was part of this. And what we had was a group that was basically tied to the Trump coin, Melania coin, and now this Milei coin that had gone around to a bunch of influencers like Dave Portnoy and others and had given them free tokens. In the case of Dave Portnoy, he was told not to tell people that he was given free tokens. He didn't like that. He sent the tokens back, but he knew that this token was going live. And after it did, he still went and traded the coin with his own money and managed to lose $5 million. And so, which I am laughing at Dave getting into this meme coin space. It's pretty funny to watch. But he got wrecked on this. But when you're part of the inside, when you're part of the group, you get reimbursed. And that's what's happened here. And so now this whole thing's getting exposed with this group, this cabal of influencers and key opinion leaders. They're called KOLs that were on the inside of this project. And even the insiders got wrecked on this one. And now the market makers are deciding to basically reimburse some of these guys. It's exposing the whole thing. This whole Solana, excuse my French, this whole Solana shit show is being exposed right now. And we've been, waiting for this to happen. It's kind of already been underway. The Trump coin was really the top. And now this Milei project really is exposing what's taking place behind the scenes. And it's this type of silly stuff that's taking place. Hayden Davis was basically the market maker behind this. And I'll show you the interview that he just did with CoffeeZilla yesterday. That dropped last night. But Hayden Davis is the market maker, and he admits the insiders were offered Trump pre-sale at 500 million market cap. Remember, this is a coin that went up to a $70 billion market cap, I believe, or it was 50 billion. So the insiders were allowed pre-sale at 500 million market cap before it ran up into the billions, tens of billions. Now, you got this guy here, Nick O'Neill, who's one of these degen clowns, and he's here at the crypto ball. And this guy tweeting this out says, "Choose rich Nick running around on Cloud9 at the dinner, boasting that he's the richest person there with Trump coin. The self-incriminating idiocy on the timeline is to be studied." And this is what we're dealing with. These guys right here, clowning around, playing around. And meanwhile, over here, what's taking place for XRP and Ripple? There's a big difference taking place. There's a big, big difference between clowning around being a degen at the crypto ball, getting your chance to go shake some hands with, Trump, JD Vance, others, get in the room with some big hitters that are going to be moving things forward in the crypto space, making America a leader in the crypto space, versus degens running around drunk at the crypto ball, talking about how they're getting in on the Trump meme coin. And it's all getting exposed right now here. So here's the interview with CoffeeZilla, and he dropped it on his channel Voidzilla, which must be a backup YouTube channel that he has. But I'm going to play this clip here, and this is with the market maker Hayden Davis, who was basically part of the team that launched this project. And the reason why I'm going to show you this clip is because he explains how the Libra token ran up to a market cap of like 4.5 billion, but how that really is not 4.5 billion cash sitting there. So as I've been saying with these market cap conversations, And I describe market cap as a figment of your imagination because just like that, poof, it can be gone. He's going to reiterate that point here in this interview that he's doing with CoffeeZilla. Take a listen.
This guy, like at one point, one of the top wallets, which for some reason still hasn't sold a bunch, I don't understand why, but had $57 million, right? And had a 5 billion market cap, or 4.5, which is what Libra was at. That's still going to crush the chart. It's not like that's 5 billion. It's not like that's $4.5 billion. So then you have to make a real-time decision where you're like,
does he notice how he says that's not a real $4.5 billion, right? And he's talking about one guy who had a big bag of it. And if that guy had, dumped his bag, it would have just nuked the chart because it's not a real 4.5 billion there. There's not enough liquidity. And so all it takes is one big whale selling, and then it just nukes the chart. But he's reiterating the point that I've been making, that these market caps are just a figment of your imagination. There was never, 50, 70 billion, whatever Trump coin got to, there was never $50 billion there. Just like in this Libra token, there was never $4.5 billion there. And they were able to extract out, this guy in particular was able to extract out over $100 million. And so a shout out to CoffeeZilla for doing a good job on the investigative reporting here. I will link up the full video down below. If you want to watch the full video, it really exposes how this whole meme scene was playing out, where it's a group of insiders, and these guys were not good traders. This is the whole facade that had been, really confusing most of the space, where you're thinking, oh man, look at this degen, and they're all sitting in, it's all the same setup. Most of them are living in the same house. I don't know why, but there's 10 degens living in the same house. I can only imagine what's going on in there, right? But they're sitting in here streaming, right? They're little streamers. They're basically they're usually in like empty rooms. Just I don't even know what's going on with these guys, other than it's a group of influencers who don't believe in crypto, who aren't good for crypto, and they were purely focused on extracting as much value out and using their communities as exit liquidity. Tweeting about projects, talking about projects that they had been gifted tokens on, or even if they weren't gifted, they were offered insider deals, pre-sale, right? Before they get to sell it to you, shill it to you, and use you as exit liquidity. And this whole thing's blowing up right now for Solana. Solana's down $100 right now at the time of this recording. Let me check Solana real quick. Breaking down to $179 all the way up here at $294. And that was January, just 1 month ago. So in 1 month here, Solana wiping out, that's a 40% drop. And it's now at the lows after the big liquidation event that we had just over a week ago, the biggest liquidation ever. Solana is now down to those lows. This would be the equivalent of XRP being down at $1.70 right now. That's the lows that XRP went to after the liquidation. And so it's just a mass capitulation moment in Solana. But this is why the alt season is ruined this year, guys. Like for the broader alt season, like I said, you're still gonna see some of these utility coins that we own are going to run. Absolutely. But for a lot of folks that are holding a lot of crap out there, it's just not gonna run. These OG memes, I mean, even my bag of Doge, I don't have big expectations for my bag of Doge because everybody's been focused on other memes. And as this liquidity gets extracted out, it doesn't get replaced. These are retail traders that are going in with $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000, whatever it may be, but they don't have another 50 grand to put into crypto. They don't have more money to throw back in, and after they get wrecked enough times, they just call it quits and they give up. And that's what the biggest influencers in the space are tweeting out right now. Now, I retweeted Alex Becker and I said, notice how he slipped in XRP? This is the tweet that Alex Becker put out, and he's a massive, massive YouTuber influencer. He says, I'm fully out of Solana, all in on Ethereum, and F my life, Cardano. Real world assets is going to be the power narrative. ETH, Cardano, XRP have the power here. Cardano has the most upside. That's an absolute joke, in my opinion. I mean, hey, teach their own. Cardano probably will run. I don't believe it has the most upside, but Cardano will run. XRP will run. Now, I put out a tweet this morning and I said that if Ethereum can't recover and take off after this mass capitulation moment in Solana, then Ethereum is officially cooked. I don't know what could push Ethereum up next other than the biggest layer 2 that was taking away all of the liquidity from Ethereum. Solana just blew up. And if Ethereum can't recover from this, what's left? What's left? And so right now, I'm banking on the degens are going to be rotating out of Solana. I mean, you're seeing big names like this rotating out of Solana. They're going to go back to ETH, but it is inevitable that some of them will figure out that there are memes on the XRP ledger. They will figure out that, hey, maybe I should have just held my bag of XRP. And Dave Portnoy is a great example. I wanted to put out my prediction. I think that before this story ends, Dave Portnoy is going to be a great example of he's going to come on to one of his shows and he's going to say, wow, I got wrecked trading all these memes. And all I had to do all along was just hold my XRP. If I would have just held my XRP, I would have been fine. But I went and I traded all these meme coins on Solana. And even knowing that knowing about the ticker before it launched and getting an opportunity to have that advantage, Dave Portnoy still got wrecked on the coin, right? And they're doing everything that they can. And when I say they, the Bitcoin maxis, the Ethereum gang, there's basically just this group of big influencers that are scared to death of XRP finally getting its moment and seeing the spotlight. That's why tweets like this are coming out from Jason from the All In podcast. This is not a serious post. These guys don't even know what they're talking about. XRP is essentially controlled security. Is that even a question for anyone here? Well, actually, as a matter of law, it's no longer a question because we know it's not a security. So no, it's not a question. It's a matter of law that it's not a security. According to every crypto OG I talk to, it's the opposite of Bitcoin. Okay, full stop. That's it right there. Anybody that uses the term crypto OG is not an OG. And the people that you're talking to is the exact cabal that I'm talking about. They're either Bitcoin maxis, they're in on Ethereum, or big Ethereum group, or they were part of the VC pump gang that moved on over to Solana. And they're just going to continue to move over and over to the next one. And the main thing that they're fighting against right now is the attention that XRP is getting. They have to stop it. Now, of course, on this post, he only allows subscribers to respond. Shout out to Vet for paying $3 to the Jason for the subscription so they could clarify that up. But the XRP army already roasted this guy completely. It's a joke. These guys would rather ruin their reputations than just be honest about XRP. And I put out this tweet to remind everybody, this was put out last year, February 17, 2024, 1 year to the day. I mean, we've been fighting this FUD for years, but I put this out and I retweeted it out yesterday. So if you want to go back and save this tweet, bookmark this tweet and have it ready to go, anytime you see that FUD, that misinformation about Ripple dumping on us, I have this tweet saved up and it's ready to rock and roll. Ripple stopped programmatic sales of XRP in Q3 of 2019 before the SEC lawsuit. And then I cite here, this is from Ripple Insights, basically their Q3 market report, where they say that, right here, in fact, partway through Q3, we decided to pause programmatic sales altogether and focus our OTC sales on a few strategic partners who are building XRP utility and liquidity in regions that are strategically important to our growing global business. So we have to stop the cap. We have to stop the lies, all of this nonsense. And we have all the facts on our side. And, are we needing to pump up our coin? No. Folks are just learning about XRP naturally, organically, and they're saying, wow, there's really something going on here. And they're jumping on the bandwagon. Notice this. The guys who don't want you to invest in XRP, they're dropping FUD. The mainstream crypto outlets that want your attention and want to get clicks, they're jumping on the hype. Which altcoin will be the best performer in the next bull run? Solar XRP. Cointelegraph has been putting out this tweet every single Sunday. Every single week. Cointelegraph is putting out this tweet. It's like a scheduled post that they are putting out every single week. Why? Clicks, engagement, hype, and then the exchanges are pumping up XRP too so that they can make their money. The Bitcoin maxis, this ETH gang, this VC pump gang, this cabal, they want to keep your attention away from XRP. Mainstream crypto outlets, They're clickbaiting XRP. They're hyping up XRP. They're rage baiting XRP community members. And they want to stop this. Patrick Bet David, which crypto has the best long-term technology? In the XRP family doing what we do. Max engaging, and we're going to blow away this poll here once again. If you guys haven't voted yet, I just retweeted this out on my Twitter timeline as well too, so you can go find this poll. Make sure you guys go vote, and let's run this one up and max engage. Send the message to Patrick Bet David that yes, XRP does have the best long-term technology. It's not Bitcoin, it's not Ethereum, and there are some others that have some technology there too, absolutely. But run, up against Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's not even close. And this is what they're in full panic about. Once again, Bitcoin maxis, the ETH gang, the VC pump gang, the cabal of influencers that don't talk. And remember, we've had the clips from these FaZe Banks, some of these other guys. I don't even know who these guys are. They're so silly. Where they're saying the XRP is a meme coin. And the only reason why they talk so negatively about XRP is because they can't basically get in on XRP and dump it on their communities. Let me bring this full circle and summarize this. What we're watching right now is a mass capitulation moment for the degens in Solana, for the guys that are still trying to pump up Ethereum. The Bitcoin maxis are having a full meltdown, and new people coming into the space have an opportunity to, hey, look over here at what's taking place over there. I could invest in Bitcoin, not much upside. I could invest in the meme coins, get wrecked. Or I could come over here and look at this XRP asset. It has the most proven utility and adoption in the entire space. And it's not even close. While these degens are ruining crypto, running around at the VC, basically the DC crypto ball, clowning around, talking about pumping up their meme coins, this is taking place. There's a big difference. Very big difference. So let all these guys go get wrecked, and eventually they'll come on over. They'll see the light. And you've already started to see it because all these guys are picking up positions on XRP. They're going long XRP. And I think that you're going to see a big rotation into the XRP memes from degens. You're going to see a rotation into XRP from just regular crypto holders. But the new capital that's coming in, a lot of it's going straight into XRP. A lot of it. And with these ETFs and everything else on the way too, that institutional money is going to pour in. And what's it going to pour into? Is it going to pour into, some of these other tickers that don't have proven track record and adoption? Or is it going to roll into an XRP where this is taking place, along with everything else that we talked about? So to me, this alt season, it ain't coming. It ain't going to be like it used to be. And I want you guys to be prepared. I've just updated my XRP take profit strategy. My XRP exit strategy has been updated because my conviction in us having a run up here in the next month or two is very strong. And I think that this is going to be a really good opportunity for many of us in these utility altcoins that are going to run, that have a good reason to run, to take some profit on some of those trades. But then I'll be looking to acquire more of these bags back after the consolidation through the summer before we head on into a utility institutional liquidity era that comes at the end of this year into next year. And we won't be playing around and talking about all this silly stuff anymore. But I just wanted to send out the warning that this 2025 alt season is cooked. It's not going to be how it was in the past. I want you guys to be prepared. We're sitting pretty over here in XRP. And in fact, I even bought some more XRP memes this weekend. So I added to 3 more positions this weekend. I just let the Discord group know about that yesterday. And I'm just going to let the money and the rotation into XRP memes take place. I'm going to let the rotation and injection of new liquidity into XRP take place. And we're sitting real pretty over here. More content coming this week. It's going to be a big one. So stay tuned. Make sure you guys have subscribed. Hit that notification bell. If you appreciate our content, if you could help me out by liking this video, I'd greatly appreciate that. ZachRector.com for all of our community resources. And I'll see you in the next one. God bless you all. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.